Guys. So I wake up this morning and I get a message from my brother, and he sends me a link to a newsroom interview for YouTube. And he's like, Donna, what's your take on this? So I click on the link, and they're talking about the new Sexual Offences Act. There's a new law that's just been put into place. There's a new High Court ruling. So I watch this thing. I'm like, okay, no, sharp. Doesn't make sense to me. And I was like, hey, Ntanga, I think it's just one clip. Let's do a bit of a deep dive. So the day carries on, he's busy, I'm busy, and then next thing, there's a clip or there's a link that he sends from the Citizen, about this a new Sexual Offence Act, and it reads, "It's a great relief," says a rape survivor, after court declares sections of Sexual Offence Act unconstitutional. A couple of days ago, 2 days ago, Unota was trending for the alleged and accused rape of Usis Uitu. And now this court ruling comes through. And I'm like, something is happening out there. There's a bigger thing that's happening out there. So for those that don't know, what this act essentially talks to is around consent. It's around consent. So the whole aim of amending or changing these rules is to protect victims of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and obviously rape. And it speaks to consent in the sense of rape. Consent will no longer just be implicit, but it has to be explicit. Meaning, for those that don't understand, Uguti, you need to get a yes from your sexual partner. May I please have sexual intercourse with you? Yes, you may have sexual intercourse with me. Then we do the nasty. That's what it means. So I dropped a video on Unota being accused. And then I saw there was a reaction video that this lady, Usis Untando, did on the video that I did, calling me a friend, a YouTuber who's trying to defend Unota. She had played a little snippet of my video, and she was speaking to certain parts of the video, and then I ended up having to, in the comments, address some of her views. Because again, I felt that in how she reviewed the video, what my point was unfair. It truly was unfair, and I had to respond in the comments. I was like, someone says, I hope you're well, just to clear up a couple of things. I'm not defending or accusing anyone. I wasn't in the room. And let's be very clear. Just again, going back to the whole Nota and Itu, I wasn't in the room. You weren't in the room. So people could be lying. People could be telling the truth. I don't know. How would I know? How would you know? All we have is he said, she said. And then I go onto the video and I talk about me as a senior student at RES and how I address first years and other peers around getting some sort of how do I put this? Because then I don't want people to go at this again. Some sort of clarification around sexual intercourse, because we do know that as much as there's amazing women out there, we also know there's evil women out there, and you need to protect yourself, Machida. So I said, look, I'm not trying to give anyone to get away with rape, because she made it seem as if I'm trying to give guys tips to get away with rape. I'm Machida, who I always say, if you've raped, you must get your dick cut off and you must go to prison. Why would I want to give people, now someone wants to rape my sister, now, I'll use the tips that Benson gave me. Stupid. Anyway, and then she goes on and I say point number 3, there are evil men and evil women in this world. We need to educate both sisters and brothers on how to best handle them. If you are a viewer of my channel and you are female, you know that I try and break down the male to his most fundamental. If you're a sister and you consume my videos, you know what I tell you first. Don't trust them, gents. Gents just want your booty. Don't go there. I give it as it is. I give it as it is because I'm trying to educate our sisters as much as I'm trying to educate brothers. There are bad people out there. Guys, come on. So I go into that. And then the last point I say, this is a very sensitive topic. We cannot assume that one party is wrong just because you may not like them. So if you don't like Itu, this chick is a liar. If you don't like you can't base it off that. And I say, once the law and due process has been followed, we, the parties that were not in the room, need to accept the outcome. So judging by a lot of the comments, a lot of people on her channel seem to have agreed with me. And again, I'm not throwing a shot at Usisi, because Usisi is very well spoken. Usisi Ntando, please watch her stuff. She's very well spoken. But just on this topic, I thought Kuti, she was a little bit off. And I just wanted to address that. And then I wanted to address again this whole amended law on consent. The world is going somewhere that I don't think we should let go. Angas, instead of going le. Instead of going le. Guys, when it comes to consent in life, let's just forget about in the bedroom. You've got implicit consent, you've got explicit consent. What is explicit? Explicit is, hey there, may I please have a cup of tea? Yes, you may have a cup of tea. Then the individual makes you a cup of tea. There you go. That's explicit. It's out there, A implicit is signals. Someone coming to me and saying, hey, person, would you like have you had tea? Let's say someone says it like that. Hey, bro, have you had tea today? And I go, no, I haven't had tea. Yeah, but, and then I see them, next thing they boil water. Next thing, I see they put 2 cups there, they mix the tea, they take 1 cup and they drink it and they sit down. Implicit means that because they asked if I've had tea, they go, they make tea, there's 2 cups of tea, the assumption then becomes 1 is mine. That's the assumption. The Reasonable Man Act talks to that. If I'm driving and the guy on this lane, on the right-hand side, indicates left, that is implicit. They are showing me signals. Explicit would be them dropping down their window. Hey, brother, hey, fetch. And then I know, that would be explicit. Implicit is signals. An indicator in the car is an implicit sign that the person wants to go in. If I'm at the club and I see this lady, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, I know how my name is. Okay, man. Okay, Amanda. Okay, what's happening? And then I say, let's go back to my place. And she says, sure. And I'm driving, and then I stop at the garage and I say, hey, can I just blow me? I just want to go buy condoms. Okay, no, it's fine. And I buy condoms. We come back to my place, we're chilling. And next thing, she gets naked. She goes into my bedroom, she gets naked. That's implicit because I haven't asked her throughout. I haven't said, hey, may we have sexual intercourse? Yes, we may have sexual intercourse. Okay, that's beautiful. Guys, this whole act is going away with subjectivity and it's making it pure objective. It's making it mechanical. It is making it almost to the point where if people want to have sexual intercourse, there needs to be documentation. I, Pensim Lodra, ID number 89, blah, 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 have agreed to put my... That's what it's getting to. And I understand the aim of this act. The aim of this act is to protect victims. I get that. I truly get that. The aim of this act understands the shit legal system that South Africa has. There are many people who have gone through the most sexual assaults, the most painful experiences. And because the system has failed them, now we've gotten to these extreme measures. Because the system has literally not protected children, not protected women, now we've gone through these extreme measures. But again, that means that opens up a gap for evil people. Sisters, just come closer if you're listening here. Have you ever, you and your boyfriend or your husband, you're sleeping in the bed, and you wake up before he wakes up, and then you just decide to go down on him? Sisters, have you ever given your man a blowjob without consent? He's sleeping, boss. If that's the case, let me tell you something. You're a rapist. According to this law. It takes away the dance, the humanity in all of this. I understand the sensitivity of something as sexual assault. I get that. It's there to protect. This law is there to protect women, to protect children. I get that. But I also am like, there's so many disgusting people that are going to take full advantage. There's so many disgusting people that are going to take full advantage. I know full well. Because if I know that I'm with this chick that I hate, I'm going to go straight to the police station and open a case and say, no, I didn't give her consent. She touched me. Hey guys, I'm telling you, I've been in clubs so many times where sisters pinch my bum or pinch my bum and ass. But I get harassed. I've been harassed. Not anything close to our sisters. I'm not comparing. I'm saying I know how horrible that feels when you get victimized by you don't know what is under. I get that. I get that, and that's wrong. But I also understand that there's a nuance and there's a dance in this world that we live in. It's body language. I've made a video. I just can't find the stats and I was trying to look for it. But it says something like 80% of all communication is like non-verbal, meaning that non-verbal in the sense that it's not words. It's your tone, it's your body, it's your this, it's that. And that's what speaks to it, and the subjectivity of humanity, it's a cornerstone of it. And you're going to take that away. Watch. You have our sisters that are already complaining and saying that there's not enough good men out there. I know so many men who will say, I'm not going to go into the dating market because I know the challenges around that. I know guys that are piss scared of going to the dating. Amazing guys. Because they know at any given point, people can turn the switch. If you don't agree to date me, then I'm going to say you raped me. They're gonna tell you that after the fact. So then that's when I decided, when I was still in varsity, to do the things where I gave guys tips to protect themselves should people change their mind after. Guys, everybody's had drunk sex here. Let's not act like we kids here. Everybody's had drunk sex. You wake up next to a gorilla, you go, yo, ha, 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 ha. Now what does that mean? Because you were drunk. So that means I must go open a case against Mam Gorilla. No, people make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you violate because now ngenzi mistake. Now I think no sis Gorilla na tagiwe. So who gave who consent? Because it's Tawesoi too. These things happen. Again, the act says if I don't say no or I don't forcefully push a person, that doesn't mean I wasn't raped, because people freeze. Yes, there's many people who, when in a very tragic or very traumatic experience, they freeze. I know that there's sisters who get raped and they are so scared that nothing comes out and they just lie down and the guy rapes. I get that. My heart bleeds for that. And I wish we had better systems in order to protect those vulnerable people who freeze and get raped in those situations. I understand that. Please, I do. I'm not protecting any rapists. Rapists need to get their dicks cut off, go to prison, or their vaginas tied up, go to prison forever. I fully hate rapists 100%. With that being said, when you say everything needs to be objective, so you, sister, you go to a man's house who's taking you from the club. You go to a man's house who's just bought condoms. You, sister, who goes and sees the man who's ass naked in the room lying on the bed. You, sister, who sees a man who's got the condom on. And then all of a sudden, when a sister, you decide to sit on top of him, he can literally just say nothing. Close his mouth. He can lie there and say nothing. While when are you on the pony, riding the pony when that's the swamp. And then tomorrow, this guy can then just go open a case. He can literally go open a case and you can go spend forever in prison. He took you from the club. He bought condoms. He put the condom on. He is lying on his back. You saw that? Okay, let me sit on it. Now you're in prison. Machita, you can take sister from the club. You can take her to your place. You can what? You can she can go down on you. She can sit on top and she can still open the case tomorrow. I'm not talking about changing your mind. But please, if you do change your mind, try and communicate to the party. Bro, I've changed my mind. Can we now stop? Hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. I want to stop. And you be explicit in saying this. But now the mere fact that I have to read a mind, I have to be a mind reader. How challenging is that, guys? How difficult is that in today's time that I now need to be a mind reader? So what I used to say to the guys in res, I used to say, guys, as best as you can, when you're busy texting, this is back in the BBM days, text her, tell her, hey, are you pulling through? And tell her, why, and ask her, for what? Hey, sister, hey, I'm horny, man. If you come through, we're going to get it done. And say, I'd like to have sex with you. Tell her, and hear what she says. Try and get her to agree via text while she's still a kilometer away. Hey, I don't have any condoms. Please, can you bring condoms when you come through? So now she's agreed, yes, we'll have sex. Then she brings in the condoms. Try as best as you can, guys. Try as best as you can when she comes through, Try as best as you can. Sit on the bed, wait her, and just say, please, can you come kiss me? Let her come kiss you. She must walk to kiss you. If you can, ask her to take off her clothes while you taking off your clothes. This is not rapey. This is asking for permission. I don't think people want permission. So I'm asking for permission. Ask her to take off your boxes or your underwear, whatever. Says, come on. Please, can you go down here? Let her take control. Machita, angazi nyangizwa yini machita. Ngoba kusasa ngizobe ngikhala ukuthi ngiyadlwe ngulwa la. Uthiwa siyadlwe ngulwa. Her condoms, ask her to put it on for you. If it means woman on top for the first round, lie down, say to something, just jump on top. Where she has in control, as best as you can. Because again, this is what now the law is saying, because a lot of amazing guys who are not ready for relationships, and they have sex with some evil woman who can turn around tomorrow and say, oh, how many of you sisters have had sex that you regret the following day? Does that mean the guy raped you? Just because you made a mistake, so people can't make mistakes? So all of a sudden, the guy asked nicely, you gave consent. The following day, you remembered that you're actually dating unjabulo and you cheated. Now, I won't repeat. Guys, I'm not talking about actual victims. I'm saying, Wuti, how this law is opening up for disgusting human beings. This law is opening up for disgusting human beings, and the world in which we're going, the good guys, the amazing guys, they're not going to play around with sisters anymore. Because it's very hard to differentiate between good and evil. Good guys struggle with that. From afar. But good guys, they can't, man. Because good guys just see good in people. And even see good in not good women. I'm defending I'm a rapist. I'm a rapist, I would them get shit. I'm just saying that when we have laws that take away the nuance and the subjectivity of relationships, especially Cameroon, it makes it even more challenging. It makes it even more challenging. Tomorrow, evil guys are going to use this against our sisters. Tomorrow, evil women are going to use this against our brothers. Tomorrow, good women, wholesome women are going to shy away from any dating market because they don't know what's out there. Tomorrow, good, wholesome men are going to shy away from the dating market, and we're going to have so many of our amazing sisters saying, I can't find a good man. You're going to have so many of our amazing brothers saying, we can't find a good woman because guys. People are scared of getting cancelled. People are scared of losing their job. People are scared of being shunned. People are scared of these things. They don't want to be labeled a rapist. They don't want to be labeled a rape apologist. They don't want to be labeled any of these things. And you have laws that are meant for good, but don't understand that there are bad people that will utilize these laws very, very horribly. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this law. Please just do a bit of research. I saw it on The Citizen. I'm going to try... I'll put the link. Let me be that guy. Let me put a bit of editing. So I'll put the link for the actual article, and then I'll put the link for the YouTube video, the newsroom one. So you guys just have a look and make up your own mind. Maybe I didn't do a good job explaining it. Okay, fine. I'm not a lawyer, so angaz machita and tanda machita. And it's protect. Kono sisabagangile la ngaphandle. Khona ifebe la ngaphandle sokushintshela machita ngiyantanda machita ngifuna niboshele into engekho. Bosses bam, ngiyantanda bosses bam. It's hard out there. The streets are dirty. Anyway, comment below. Let's try to be as respectful as we can. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video far and wide if you think this other people can benefit from. And let's continue having these hard discussions and these conversations in the most respectful manner. Have yourselves a fantastic day.